Okay, right. Fifth and last attempt at trying to get on here. Something very, very strange is happening to Data today. Turn my Wi-Fi off, put Data on because of yesterday's dodgy Wi-Fi connection, and I lost you all yesterday near the end. So today I thought put Data on, and of course nothing. It wouldn't even connect me to start a Facebook Live. So then attempted Wi-Fi again and lost you all several times. It's quite a cloudy day here today in the valley. I'm not in an urbanisation, so our signal isn't always brilliant. So unfortunately, it is what we've got to deal with. So I can imagine that we're now 10:25, that most of you will have gone off to make a cup of tea and get ready on Nikki's finally found me and get ready for Sarah's class at 11 o'clock, which is going to be brilliant. But what I'm going to do this anyway, even if nobody else comes on. We've got 2 people watching, so we'll just fingers crossed. 3 people watching, brilliant. So just going to see what happens. I'm going to do it anyway, and then at least this is there for people. Hey! At least this is there for people who can check in later on in the day, and that recording is going to be there. So what I decided to do was leave all our breath work till the end of class. So when we finish class, then I'll start to talk you into your breath work, and then you've got the opportunity to sit there or lie there for as long as you want to, using your breath. Take it as a meditation, take it as relaxation. But I don't want to spend too much time of this 30 minutes that we've got at the beginning doing classic. Oh, thank you all jumping back on now. So lovely to see you. Really sorry about this connection today. As I say, weather is not great here, and it really plays havoc with our signal here in the valley. That's movie star for you. So we're going to keep it simple today, because I know a lot of people said yesterday they were finding it a bit challenging when we moved into sun salutations. So I'm going to do this today. We're going to wake up the joints, and then anytime through the future, the next couple of weeks, universe providing signal, if you're finding things challenging, you can always come back to this day 2 and work through those joints and do these breathing movements. Okay, so we're going to come up onto the feet. We're going to take off the socks because we want to see our toes move. And we're going to lift those toes on the right foot, and we're going to give them a wiggle. We're going to start to move and stretch and wiggle those toes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So we're not wiggling the toes and looking out the window or thinking about what we're going to do later on in the day. We're going to take them down. We're going to do the toes on the left foot. We're going to move them. We're going to be thinking about which toes move, which ones don't. Do they feel good? Do they feel stiff? Are there any pains? Because this is what yoga is about. It's about being mindful about your body, mindful about your breath, being in the present moment. Are you wiggling? Nikki, are you wiggling? Are the kids wiggling? Okay. So, both feet on the floor. We're going to lift that big toe up off the floor. We're going to try and get movement through the joints. Big toe comes up. All the other toes stay down. Don't cheat. Don't roll onto the outside edges of your feet. Ball of the big toe stays on the floor, just try and get that joint up. Big toe goes down, all those other toes come up. Big toes on the floor, 4 toes either side are up. Not rolling in, don't let those knees drop in, I can see you. Keep it on the floor, little toes up. And okay, brilliant. Now, big toe on the floor, little toes on the floor, and the 3 in between stay up. Like this, like a clawfoot. I know they're not moving. It does help when you stare at them. You can even reach down and go, oh, lift those toes off the floor. Give them all a wiggle. Give them a wiggle. Give them a wiggle. Okay, right ankle. We're going to rotate that right ankle one way. I'm quite passionate about keeping our feet healthy and mobile, because more than 1/4 of the bones in our entire body, let's rotate that ankle the other way, are in our feet. So we've got 206 bones in the body, but more than 1/4 of them are down in the feet. Take that down, left ankle, circle one way. So if you think about a building, every building has a foundation. And if there's a fault in the foundation of the building, let's move that ankle the other way. The building is going to have some problems, going to have some functional problems. Yeah, it's going to start showing some cracks and movement where we don't want to see it. And bring that ankle down. Okay. Right knee. I'm going to swing that lower leg backwards and forwards. Just see how the knee's feeling today. So back to the feet. So if you have a problem in your feet, if your feet aren't mobile, or if you start to form calcifications in the joints, or any other problems in the feet, your whole structure is going to start to develop some problems. Take that down. Left leg. Just let that lower leg come backwards and forwards. Notice how this knee's feeling. Any pains, any discomfort, does it feel tight? So a lot of people, when they have problems in their feet, develop problems in their knees, their hips, their spine, their neck, shoulders. So look after your feet. Take that foot down, bend the knees, hands on the thighs. Let's give those knees a little circle. So those of you that are just now dropping in, Mum's coming in now to see. Should we have Mum on camera? Let's see Mum on camera. No, she's going, no, she hasn't done her hair. She hasn't done her hair. Here's Mum on camera. She was wiggling before in her pyjamas, and then on the 4th attempt that it was stopped, she decided to stop. We're going the other way. Okay, we're going the other way. Big circles. So just moving through the ankles and knees. So yeah, a lot of people who have problems in their body actually stems from a problem in their feet. So keep your feet healthy. Move those joints in your feet. Get a little tennis ball and roll your feet over the tennis ball. Keep them moving and active. Okay, coming up. Feet wide, hands on hips. Bend those knees. Give me big sexy hip circle all the way around. Wow. Okay, we're noticing how it feels. Hip flexors, front of the hips, back of the hips, side of the hips. Let's go the other way. How does it feel in the lower back? Big circles. I can see a few people commenting and jumping on. Thank you so much for bearing with me today. Just a real problem with data and Wi-Fi connection today. Cloud cover doesn't help. Okay. Going to take hands on elbows. I'm going to turn around just so you can see from the back. You don't have to turn around, you can stay facing the camera. So, right arm, I'm going to swing it out to the side, all the way around. Look at the hand, come back to the centre. Left side, take it round to the back, and centre. Right side, and centre. Left side, and centre. Great. Right, so we're moving through the spine. Let's keep moving, out and open. And the neck, and the shoulders. Just seeing how that mobility feels all the way, mid-spine, upper spine, and centre. Great. Fingers, our fingers have lots of joints. Let's move them. Don't let those thumbs stick. This is what I see. I see thumbs sticking out. Fingers moving. Move those fingers. Hey, Jane is on. Now I'm closer. I can see you. Thumbs, fingers, and wrists. Let's circle those wrists. How's it feel? There are lots of clicks and pops. Other way. Little in your wrists and fingers. And hands down. Fingers to shoulders. And down. Up and down. Why is it when we're confined to our houses, we're forced to be taking this retreat? Should we think of it as being a retreat in our homes, doing nice things? Why is the weather so pants? Please, where's the sunshine? Take them out and in. Out and in. Are you moving? I'm going to come closer so I can see you. Jan, are you moving? If you're typing, you're not moving. Let's go. You're just moving those thumb joints. Okay, hands on shoulders. Elbows forward, up, back and down. Forward and up, back and down. Big lift of the shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. We're breathing in and out through the nose. Oh, notice how that feels, in and out through the nose. And we're going to take it back and up, forward and down. Backing up, forward and down. How does that feel? Might make you want to yawn. Might feel nice in the shoulder joints. And release. Okay, gonna look, move the neck. So chin stays parallel to the floor, we don't want to look up. We're gonna look over to the right shoulder, center, left shoulder, center, right side, center, left side. Oh, how's the neck feeling today? Right ear to right shoulder. Whoa. And up. Left side. And up. So yesterday, one of our viewers, Paul's got a salon in the UK. He actually had me streaming live into his salon to his customers with our day one yoga. That's pretty intense. Great stuff. So Paul, if you're going to check into this today, you can replay this. You can get your customers doing this in their chairs while they're waiting to get their hair done, wiggling their toes while they're getting their colour on. Okay, I'm going to do little half circles, shoulder to shoulder, not dropping the head back, shoulder to shoulder. So I just want to do a big shout out to Paul and all his lovely customers in his salon, if you ever get to see this. So let me know, where are you? Where are you watching from? What's the weather like? And all the way up, beautiful. Bring the feet towards each other, little space, and start working with the breath. I'm going to inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale down. So we did these yesterday. Inhale, lift and stretch. Coordinate with the breath. So your inhale lifts you, stretches, expands. The exhale brings it back down. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale down. Let's come up onto the toes, lift those heels. And down, coming off screen. Lift those heels. And down. Nice. One more time. And feet stay on the floor. Bring the hands in front. Gonna open the arms and close. Inhaling through the nose. So in yoga, we always want to breathe in and out through the nose, unless we're doing a different type of pranayama, yoga breathing practice. But during our practice, our physical practice, we want to breathe in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. I know a lot of us think in through the nose, out through the mouth. In and out through the nose. Okay. Bring the hands together. So every time you catch yourself, hands to heart, push them up to the sky. Exhaling through the mouth. Think, no, 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 zip it. In and out through the nose. Reach up. And down. And up. So keep your belly tight. So we want to keep pelvic floor lifted. We want to keep the belly in. And hands come down. Great. A little bit wider in the feet. Going to lift that right arm up. Really stretch up with that inhale. And bend to the left. Inhale up. So I keep my hand on my belly to remind me to keep it pulling back, because I'm really lazy in my core. Yeah, I just let my belly be soft and hang out, which in turn puts a lot of pressure on the back. So I'm always talking about belly, pelvic floor, belly, pelvic floor. For my benefit more than anyone else's, take that down. Lift it up, stretch up. Reach high. Feet stay firmly in the floor. Exhale over to the side. So here we don't want to be bringing our weight into the right leg and letting that left foot lift off the floor, because we won't get the benefit of this stretch. Press that left foot down into the floor as we bend to the right. Belly is in. Over we go. No idea what was happening with that signal between 9:55 and 9:20, but we seem to be going all right so far. Touch wood. I've got no wood. Touch wood. Okay. And hands together. Here we go. Favorite part. Let's float. Down, out, and up to the sky. Exhale to the floor. Keep those knees soft. Bend them as much as you need to. Halfway up. Nice flat back, knees are soft. All the way over. All the way up. Push through the feet. Knees bend. Pull up the belly. Exhale back to the heart. Hands together. Inhale down, out and up to the sky. Exhale to the floor. Halfway up, shoulders back. Bum is high. All the way over. And all the way up. Push into those feet. Lift the arms. Reach to the sky. Exhaling back to the heart. Inhaling down, out and up. Exhaling to the floor. Halfway up, shoulders are back, bum is high. All the way over. And all the way up to the top. Push into those feet. Hands together. Exhale back to the heart. Going to go from the side so you can see. Inhale, out and up, reach high. Exhale to the floor. See how my knees are bending, my bum's pushing out. Nice flat back all the way down. Halfway up, shoulders back, extend that spine. Exhale all the way over. Inhale, push into the floor, pull in the belly, come to standing. Exhale back to the heart. 2 more, just like this. Inhale, down, out and up. Exhale to the floor. Let your breath be your guide. Inhale, the inhale lifts you, lengthens the spine. Exhale, we lower back down to the floor. Inhale, heart lifts, arms to the sky. Exhale back to the heart, last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the floor. Halfway up, long spine. All the way over, nose to toes. And all the way up. Anyone get their nose to their toes? Exhale back to the heart. My favourite flow. It's so simple. Coordinate with the breath. You get a moving meditation. It's really, really nice. So when you watch this a few times and you get into that rhythm, you can do that 5, 10, 20 minutes. And it's nice. It just allows your body to open its own time. We're not forcing anything. It allows the hamstrings to open. It allows the back to lengthen. Just remember this belly. I'm going to take this off for the last few minutes. Excuse me while I remove an item of clothing. Hey, wait, I'm still here. I'm still here. I can still see you. Okay. So we're going to finish off with just one sun salutation because I know we started really late because of this data connection problem. So one sun salutation, that's one left leg, one right leg, one left leg, and then we're going to finish off with some breath work, okay? So standing at the top of your mat if you've got a mat. If you're on a rug or a carpet, I'm not being responsible for carpet burns, okay? So disclaimer, carpet burns, not my responsibility, okay, they're yours. Hands together, thumbs to the heart. Remember, do what you can. Inhale, reach to the sky, little back bend, lift the nipples to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, nose to toes, bend those knees as much as you need to. Right leg, going to take a big step back to the back of the mat. Take it as long as you can, knee to the floor. Lengthen the spine, lift out through the crown of the head. So a nice long line from the back of your knee all the way up the spine, all the way up the top of the head. Tuck those back toes, lift the knee. Step that left leg back into plank. Belly is in and up. Remember, half plank is always available. You can be down on your knees. It's absolutely perfect to be here. You do what you can. We're going to drop chest to the floor. Then we're going to inhale. Pelvis down. Heart is high. Shoulders are back and down. Neck is long. Tuck the toes. Lift the bum to the top. Lengthen through that spine. It's called downward facing dog. So you see a doggy stretching, goes, oh, it really pushes through those front paws and lifts his bum high. So you can wag your tail here if you want to. Right leg, this is the fun bit. This right leg, Woohoo! All the way to the top of the mat. I know what's happened. You've got stuck. You've got stuck here. Bring the left knee to the floor. And bring that foot forward. And sink deep. This is what we want. We want this alignment. Knee in line with the ankle. We want to feel a nice stretch in the quadriceps of that back leg. We don't want any pressure in the knees. Tuck the back toes. Lift that knee. Step it forward. Feet come together. Left foot to right foot. Keep the chest low. Nose to toes. Bum is high. Bend these knees as much as you want to. Push through those feet. Inhale, lift the head. Lift the heart. Imagine someone is pulling your heart forward and up. Come all the way to the top. Exhaling, hands down. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Just one more time. Left leg's going first. Exhale to the floor. Bend the knees. Push your tushy out. Hands down. Left foot. Step it back. Knees down. Spine is long. Breathe. Feels great. Feel those hips. Let the hips be heavy. So we're not forcing. Please don't ever force through any resistance in your knees. So even though you may not feel pain, you might just feel resistance. So don't force through that resistance. Just breathe. Just be there. Breathe. Let your body tell you when it's okay to come through further. Right foot. Step back to plank or to half plank. When we're in plank, keep those thighs lifting, keep the belly lifting, stabilize through the shoulders, push down into the floor. Knees are down, chest lowers. Cobra, inhale, peel the chest off the floor, neck is long. You still with me, Jane Potter? Beautiful cobra Jane has. Tuck the toes, lift the bum, stretch it out. Breathe. And left foot, we're on the left foot. Oh, my left foot is going to step to the top of the mat. Knees down, spine is long. This is the way I always change direction on my mat when I'm teaching, so I know if we're on right side or left side. And on my little cheeks, people say, how do you know which leg we're on? Because I always change sides. That's how I know. Okay, so sink down. Feel this nice opening, the hip, long spine. Feels good. Breathe. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, step it forward. Fold forward, use that breath. Inhaling, pull that belly in. Really important to protect your back as we lift all the way up. Exhale, hands down. How are you feeling? You feeling a bit, heart going a little bit faster, feel a little bit warmer? Hope so, maybe. Okay, so we're going to take legs a little wider. Just about outside of the feet, level with the outside of the hips. Going to take the arms over the head, take hold of those elbows. Lift up from your rib cage. To bend the knees. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to do from the side, bend the knees. See, bum out. Belly to the thighs. Rib cage to the thighs. Okay, so you're using your legs as a little shelf to rest your belly and your rib cage on. Then it's still got hold of the elbows, but we're going to let the head and the elbows be heavy. We're just hanging here. If you feel you can straighten your legs a little bit more without letting your back round and your belly move, then straighten your legs more. But more importantly, I want to see this nice long spine. So if your knees are really bent, that's fine. That's fine. You've just got tight hamstrings. We're going to work on them. Lift that one. If you have unmedicated high blood pressure or you have glaucoma, I want you to always keep your head and chest lifted, okay? If you're taking medication for high blood pressure, it's okay to come over. Just watch how you feel day to day. And as well, if you have low blood pressure or vertigo, please just work carefully. Okay, hands to the floor. We're going to step those feet back so we can bring the knees on the floor, bum to the heels, stretch those arms away, little child pose. So again, your knees might not let you do this, you might be halfway. And it's always good to have a little blanket available, or a cushion, for a little extra support for the knees when we come down onto the knees. Okay, so just a note for future classes that we do, always good to have a little blanket. So just stretching it back, bum towards the heels. If we're up here, it's absolutely fine. Again, we want to lengthen that spine. Great, few breaths. And then we're going to walk hands back towards the knees. Lift the head. Lift the chest. It's our physical stuff done for today. We got through it. My gosh, finally. A cloud moved or something. Excellent. So I want you to find a comfortable seated position. So you might be on your knees. You might be cross-legged, Sarah Hogan's. Yeah? Okay, Sarah Hogan's cross-legged. If you want to sit cross-legged but your knees are up here and you're rounding in the back, if your cross-legs looks a bit like this, you're going to get a cushion, or you might even have a yoga block, and we're going to sit on that to bring the hips a little bit higher. So watch what happens if I bring my hips higher. Knees are going to come down. Right, so you've got nice length in the back. Knees can come down. So this is the sort of position that we want. Okay, and if you want to right now, you can lay on the floor. Lay on the floor, your bed, or your sofa, whatever feels good for you. You're going to take hands to the belly. So if you're lying on the floor now, legs are straight. If it feels okay, if this feels too much for your lower back, you can bend the knees, let the knees drop in towards each other. Place the hands on the belly. Might feel better for the lower back. Or legs can be out straight. Or we can be seated. Entirely up to you. Yoga's choice. We're breathing in and out through the nose. Just feel the breath. In and out through the nose. Hands are on the belly so we can feel the movement of the body. Feel how the body connects with the breath. When you inhale, you feel your belly expand, rib cage opens, chest lifts. When you exhale, you feel everything falling back. Chest falls, rib close, belly flattens. Inhaling, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest falls, ribs close, belly flattens. You can carry on like this, just feeling the breath. Or yesterday we did our abdominal breathing, the diaphragmatic breathing. So if you want to focus more on your diaphragm, your belly area, you're going to imagine that there's a balloon inside your belly, below your belly button. And as you inhale, we're trying to fill up the balloon, let the belly expand. And as you exhale, all the air leaves, the belly flattens, back to the spine. If we're trying for this abdominal breathing, you're going to try and keep stillness in your ribs and your chest. So the only movement you feel is that big movement through the belly. So carry on, you can stay there, stay with your breath, take a few minutes relaxation. Thank you all so much for bearing with me this morning. It was a little bit of a drama trying to get on here, so thanks to those of you that kept trying and finally joined me. For those of you who are lost, hopefully you can catch up with this later in the day, or maybe tomorrow. So I'm going to finish by saying you have 5 minutes before Sarah Louise Pierce does her fit class, and it is, I know what she's doing today, and it is so much fun. You are going to love it. So you can stay there with your breath for another 5 minutes. But before we go, I just want to say to you, take a moment, whenever you decide to finish your class, take a moment of gratitude. First and foremost to yourself, because you are amazing. Then some gratitude to your yoga practice that gives you a little bit of space in your body and space in your mind. And then I want you to think of 3 things that you feel grateful for today. Okay, we're going to do this every day. And every day, if you can, I want you to write down those 3 things that you feel grateful for. And you're going to try and think of 3 different things every day that you feel grateful for, because gratitude is so important. So let's open ourselves up to, I know times feel a bit difficult right now and some people are coping better than others, but it's a really good time to really focus on what we do have and what we can give. So I want to wish you the best of peace, love and health, and until tomorrow morning, namaste. Have a lovely day, everybody. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Happy breathing.